Hello everyone, this is Heather from Willow Rose Soap Company, and today we're going to make a root beer float. I'm going to use several colors. I'm going to use like this cream vanilla color, which is I mixed Mad Oil's Vanna White with their gold to get that cream color. And then for the top, I'm just going to use a little titanium dioxide because the root beer fragrance does discolor to a brown. I might add a little something to that to give it a little bit of a shimmer. And this is going to be, I'm going to do part melt and pour. That's going to be this. And then the main batch is going to be a brown. I don't want it to have, you know, a little discoloration here, a little discoloration there from the fragrance oil, so I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that the entire batch is brown. And I'm going to scent it with root beer from Indigo Fragrance, and also with benzoin essential oil. I was going to use this to scent the top, but I remembered it's very viscous and yellow in color, so it would turn it a little off. And for the contest, I'm going to give these two. I was only going to give one, but they're so tiny. I'm going to give out both. It's Harold's Purple Crayon, which makes a really nice purple, and Grace Jones Electric Glitter, which I placed a big order with them. I got Snow White, which I think this is a gorgeous color. It doesn't show up as well on camera, but it's Tahitian Teal. I got Sparkle Plenty, Grace Jones Electric Glitter, Sparkle Me White, Harold's Purple Crayon from the children's book, I'm sure you remember. And what else did I get? I got samples of these because I wanted to see if it's something that I can make, you know, mix colors together on my own, or if it's worth the investment in getting a bigger size. So I just got the sample size in Blue Bling, which is almost a baby blue, and Pink Frosted Copper. Okay, so let's add our, my mind is not working today, our lye solution, which I did a cold infusion of rose hip tea. It has rose hip, lemon balm, and some other things. I'll go look and tell you exactly what's in it, which I may have to put a little titanium dioxide in the batches I split up because this did turn it a little brown, which I expected it to do. Let me grab that and see. It is a blend of chamomile, lemon balm, passion flower, oat straw, rose hip, rose petal, and lemon verbena. Okay, so let's give this a mix. Oh wait, let's put our additives in here first. Today I did, for my additives, I'm doing bee pollen, colloidal oatmeal, and kaolin clay. If I do bee pollen, I don't generally do a milk because the bee pollen does heat up your mixture quite a bit. And if I'd been thinking, I would have added it before I added my lye, but that's okay. And it looks like find my blender would be a start. Told you my mind is not in it today. I've got 50 million things going on at the same time. And thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel, and I'm looking forward to the drawing. And like I said, I'll let you pick the soap that you want. My newest soaps, if you have liked my business page, you'll know, but this is a tobacco caramel. It's got a nice mica line through there. It's a very masculine scent. berry citrus, summer citrus berry. It's got melt and pour embeds, and I cut up some other soaps and put those in there. And this is one of my favorites. It's fresh cut grass. It's a nice big bar. It's 7 ounces after 2 weeks of curing. Okay, so let's get this going. And I've ordered a camera, so after when it gets here, you guys won't have to wait for the cutting video. It will be attached to the end of the making video. So here we go. And also, bee pollen will bring it to trace more quickly as well. Okay. And that color there is the mixture of the tea and the bee pollen. But bee pollen you can take internally, and it's also great for use externally. It's full of vitamins and omega-3s, zinc, and it has anti-aging properties. It's very nutrient dense. It helps with acne, glowing skin, antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's filled with a lot of fatty acid. It helps absorb free radicals, used on the skin and taken internally. I don't know how much I'm going to need for the top. Most of it's going to be brown. Then we've got the melt and pour. Let's see, I think I'm going to do this brown. Well, it'd probably be good if I added my scent, wouldn't it? This is not supposed to rice or accelerate trace, but it does discolor. So I was mistaken on that last video. The more I thought about it, I thought that cannot be right with that type of fragrance, and sure enough, it does discolor, but that's not a big deal. Oh my goodness, this is thickening up really fast. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to hurry up. It smells really great. I'm just going to add this to the main batch. Maybe. Come out, come out. It's so thick, it's like honey. But it smells really good. That does smell like root beer float. That is unbelievable. Especially when I hit it with that vanilla cinnamon EO. Okay, here we go with the brown. I'm really hoping I do not have to add any more to this, the way it's moving. Do this with the white. Actually, I think the root beer loosened it somewhat. The fragrance oil. Stay. Okay, this is gonna be that cream, nice cream color. Can you guys see? No. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna add a little TD to this. I forgot I did a water discount on this too. Duh. Why I did that when I used the bee pollen, I have no idea. I was not thinking. But I do, while I'm thinking about it, want to mention a few people. MrsShultz. She is not a soaper, but she is a seamstress, and she does beautiful work, like retro 40s, 50s style. You can get a full skirt, which is what I got, or a half skirt, and then she does a Harry Potter line, which is more expensive, but I'm a big Harry Potter nerd, so of course that's what I got. But she's on Etsy, and she's under MrsShultz, SHULTZ. And I also want to mention Stephanie Curtis. She is in my soaping group, Willow Rose Soap Club. And forgive me, I cannot think of the name of her store, but if you look up Stephanie Curtis or look up Willow Rose Face Club, you'll find her there. Her soaps are beautiful. And I found a new supplier for oils after I just placed a big order with WSP, Nature's Garden, and I think those were the two, but they're called Traverse Bay Soap Company. They do make soaps, but mostly they are a supplier of oils, and I love sweet cherry kernel oil, and it's really expensive. And I was looking all over, and I just happened to look. WSP doesn't carry it, and I just happened to pull them up, and they had a really good price on it, like half the price of every place else. So I'm gonna melt the melt and pour and bring you right back. Okay, I am back and we're ready to pour. I did a little golden color for the M&P swirl. Of course, I know there's no gold in a root beer float unless you're in Las Vegas, but I don't care. I think it will look cute. I'm going to put a little willow root bark in the topping because when you stir it in, it kind of looks like vanilla bean seeds, like I did on the peach mojito, except I put it in the whole batch. I didn't realize that it would do that because I'd never used it before, but I like the look of it, so I can start and pour here, or plop maybe. Alrighty, who knew I could make such a mess making a little small sample batch like this? Me. Okay, here we go. Let's start with brown. For some reason the brown is a lot looser. Maybe it's because I put more of the fragrance oil in that, because this is quite thick compared to the other. Hit it with a little melt and pour. And I have a show coming up on the 11th. Then I have a big show coming up. I don't know how they found me, but I'm not going to complain. It's a big show in right outside of Gatlinburg, which is about 3 hours away from where I am. I might save the rest of that to drizzle on the top. Oh, no. Actually, I'm going to do this because that's we're ready to go. Thickening more to be ready to be plopped on the top. I think I calculated that just about perfectly. I was going to do a spoon swirl, which I saw Clyde Yoshida do from Vibrant Soaps. I love the way it looks. I did on my last soap, but you really can't do that with melt and pour. I'd try something different today. But if this cures as well as I think it will, I'm definitely going to order some more of this scent. Because it's definitely, I think, unisex. Bless you. I'm going to do the drawing. I'm going to put everybody's names in a hat or a bowl or whatever, and then I'm going to videotape the drawing. So if you watch it, you will know whether you've won or not. Alright, so this is for the top. So all we have to do is wait for the top to harden up a bit, and I'll come back, and I'm just going to do a plop top and drizzle some of that melt and pour on top. And I really want to do some glitter, but I don't know if I will or not. So I will bring you back in just a minute. I am back, and I'm sure you were all laughing at me and screaming at the TV. Don't put the fragrance oil in the entire batch, which I did. So I may have an entire brown batch with the exception of the melt and pour. And I guess that will have to be okay. I did add a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but some titanium dioxide to this and some vanilla stabilizer. Just hoping it won't change too much, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I haven't had much luck with vanilla stabilizers, even when I use the exact percentage rate they suggest, even when I use a little more. So we'll see. One can always hope. Sorry, I know that's annoying. This is still a little loose, but they say do not soap when your mind is not in it, and that is so true. But we'll work with what we've got. If nothing else, it smells great. If it doesn't turn out well, I can always chop it up, give it as samples, or shred it and use it for something else. And I don't think I told you the oils that I have in this. I am going to texturize the top here in a second. I have castor oil, coconut 76, tallow, palm oil, pumpkin seed oil, which is awesome, and soybean oil. pumpkin seed oil has a plethora of benefits. I mean, not quite as many as the sweet cherry kernel or the bee pollen, but it still has a lot of nice antioxidants and vitamins, and it's moisturizing. It's similar to our own sebaceous secretions, so shouldn't clog pores. I actually made up a facial moisturizer with pumpkin seed oil, sweet cherry kernel, cupuaçu butter, I never know if I'm saying that correctly or not, and aloe vera, and then I used a little of the turkey red oil as an emulsifier, a natural emulsifier as opposed to polysorbate, which I really like. Where is it? Right there. You can, it's all, I mean, it's a carrier oil too, so you can use it for, you have got to be kidding me. I literally just melted this. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to melt it back down, I guess. And I'll be back in just a second and tell this child to turn this thing down before it drives me crazy. I'll be back. Okie dokie, I got it now. Let's hope. I promise next time I won't be so frazzled. If I am, I will not be doing a soaking video. Just gonna see, hopefully this isn't too hot. Kind of like caramel on top. There we go. That's what I wanted. It's thickening up so quickly. Alright. Shall I or shall I not put glitter on here? It's a test batch. I'm gonna put glitter on it. Let's try some Sparkle Plenty. See how big of a mess I can make. Probably quite large. I really like the Sparkle Plenty. It doesn't have that, which sometimes I like. It doesn't have that, you know how some of the iridescents have that green shimmer to it? And sometimes I want that, sometimes I don't. And this is just literally what it says, Sparkle Plenty. It gives it a nice sparkle. And we are going to call that the hardest test batch I've ever done. And it shouldn't have been. It was just because I was not, my head's not in the game. But anyway, hopefully I will be in my right mind tomorrow and I will be able to put up another video. I think I'm going to do a summery honeysuckle, but I don't want it to just be honeysuckle. I want to combine it with something. I just don't know what yet. So I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Enjoy and have a great night. Bye.